Hello, today I am going to discuss with you Brighter Grammar 3 lesson 2. The topic is pronouns, possessive, interrogative and demonstrative. So let's start first with the possessive pronoun. What do you mean by possessive pronoun? Here it is written. Now let us have a look at the possessive pronouns. I want you to look back for a moment to the lessons on adjectives, book 2, lessons 4 and 5. You will remember that we had adjectives that showed possession, like my book, your cat, his bicycle, her car, our house, their garden. By this word, actually, just see my book. This word has described the word book. Same thing here. Your, the word your has described cat. His here describes bicycles. Her here describes car, house, our house. The word there has described garden. But in the following sentences, there are some other words that show possession another way. Here, these words, my book, your cat, his, this word his, your, my, her, our, their, this word has shown the possession of the noun. In this place, we will also get some words which will show the possession in another way. Here say first sentence, that seat isn't yours, it's mine. Lend me your bicycle, hers is no good. So in this place, hers, mine are showing the ownership. Here mine means what? Here mine means that seat. Hers means what? Her bicycle. He is wearing a hat that isn't his. Here his means his hat. That cat is ours. Here ours means that cat. We spent the day with the Browns. Theirs was the best party I have seen. Here theirs, ours, his, hers, mine. These words first time has fulfilled the quality of pronoun, means these words have used here replace of noun and they have shown the possession. That's why these are called possessive pronoun. Here in this book it's written the words yours, mine, ours, etc. don't qualify nouns. They show possession and here they are standing instead of nouns. Yours means in that sentence your seat, what I have told. Hers means her bicycle. They are possessive pronouns. Here there are more information about that. You will quite often find the possessive pronouns used with of like this. He is a friend of mine, not a friend of me. You might expect. Here are some examples. That dog of yours has been fighting again. There's John and that friend of his going to play tennis. Here is a table so that you can compare the possessive pronouns and the possessive adjectives. In your book you will find the table. Here this one, possessive adjective, possessive pronouns. Just see, if you give your attention in this place, then it will be clearer for you forever about possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Here, this is my book. This book is mine. Just see the difference. Here, my, this word has described the book. That's why this is possessive adjective. And mine has stood here in place of this book. That's why this is possessive pronouns. This is your book. Here, your, and this book is yours. By this word, we have understood possession. But in this place, it has used replace of this book, and in this place, your has described the word book. Same thing is here, his, this is his book, and same thing is here, like this book is his. This is her book. Here, her is possessive adjective because it has described the book. This book is hers. Here, hers is possessive pronouns because it is used here replace of this book. This is our book. Here, our has described book. That's why possessive adjective. This book is ours. Here, ours is used replace of this book. That's why this is possessive pronoun. This is their book. Here, their has described the book. that's why this is possessive adjective. This book is theirs. Here theirs is used replace of this book, that's why this is possessive pronoun. Pronouns that show possession are possessive pronouns, we have understood already, and adjective which shows possession is called possessive adjective. Here another pronoun we will read now, that is interrogative pronoun. There are some pronouns that we use when we ask question. These are actually called interrogative pronoun. Let's see some examples. Who are you? Here who. What have you done today? Here what. Which of these books do you want? Here which. And this place it's written pronouns that are used to ask questions are interrogative pronouns. We know it, but the question can come here. Pronoun used replace of noun, but where there is noun, who are you, there is no noun. What have you done today? In this place there is also no noun. Which of these books do you want? Here you can tell replace of this book here which is used, but in these two sentences here there are nouns. When I am telling who are you, that time I am telling a person who is in front of me, that person is noun. Same thing is here. Another pronoun today we are going to read, that is demonstrative pronouns. Here are 4 pronouns whose work is to point out things like this. This is a book. Here by this we are getting a point. Those are my books. In this place by the word those. That is a start. Here that. Those are starts. Here those. By these 4 words we are actually pointing something, and that's why these are demonstrative pronouns. If we give now the definition, then it can be pronouns that point out are called demonstrative pronouns. Here this is singular and this is plural. Here that is singular and that's plural form is those. This means near, that means far. Those is plural form, but by the word those we can understand things which are near, and by the words those, this is also plural, but by this word we can understand something which are far from us. In your book there is a conversation between a student and a teacher. The student's name is Richard, and teacher, they are talking about adjectives and pronouns. Let's read what they are telling. Here Richard is telling, but you told us that these and that, these, those, what and which are adjectives. Teacher, I did. Richard told, but now you say they are pronouns. Teacher, Richard, read me the rule on page 5 of book 2. What you will get there? There it is written, Richard reads already. You tell what part of speech a word is by the work it is doing. That is the main thing. Teacher, right. Now look at these sentences, then you will get easily your question's answer, means Richard's question's answer. Here see in column A and column B, here see which book do you want. Here which is describing the word book. Which of these books do you want? Here which is used to replace of book. In this place, what exercises have you done today? In this place, what actually describing the word exercises, this is nouns, and that's why this word is actually an adjective. But in this place, what have you done today? In this place, what is used in place of noun, that's why this is a pronoun. This book is a good one. Here by the word this actually describing another noun, that's why this is adjective. And this is a good book. Here this is indicating a book, but it is used replace of a book, that's why it is a pronoun. That star is called Mars. Here that is describing star, that's why it is adjective. That is a very bright star. In this place, that is used in place of the star, that's why this is pronoun. These books belong to the teacher. In this place, by the word this, we are describing the word books, which is noun. That's why this is an adjective, but in this place these are the teacher's book. Here these is used replace of teacher's book, that's why these here is a pronoun. Those stars are millions of miles away. Like previous examples of this row, those is an example of adjective. Those are very distant stars. Here those is used replace of distant stars, that's why this is demonstrative pronoun. In your book it is written in column A which, what, these, that, these, those are adjectives, and it is also written see book 1 lesson 8. If you go there you will find same thing over there, because they qualify nouns. In column B they are pronouns because they stand instead of nouns. The teacher is telling, is that clear now, Richard? Richard told, yes, thank you, I understand it now. So now I think you have also understood today's topic. Now let us do some exercises, then you will get clearly this matter. The first exercise, here it is written, put possessive pronouns in the blank spaces. Here first one is done for you. We own that cat is whose? Ours, it is written. So let us do this. I own that cat is mine. Replace of I will use here mine. You should keep remember we are here putting possessive pronouns. You own that cat is yours. By the word yours we can understand that cat. He owns that cat is his. So easy this is. She owns that cat is hers. They own that cat is theirs. B number exercise, it is written here, in the following sentences use the verb be instead of the verb belong. Make any other necessary changes. Remember what is verb be. To do this exercise you just need to keep remember some words like am, is, are, was or were. I will take another class only for be verbs. That time I will discuss about it elaborately. Here one example is given, that house belongs to me. Answer is that house is mine. Just see here, replace of belong, here is used. The question has also told you that instead of the verb belong you will use be verb. So let us do following sentences. Here it is written, those books belong to her. Those books, here those books are plural form, that's why replace of belong to we will use are. We can write those books are hers. That new house belongs to, this is that new house singular, that's why we will use is. We can write that new house is. Replace of him we can use the possessive pronoun his. These gloves belong to you. Here these gloves plural, so replace of belong to we need to use plural form. We can write these gloves are. Replace of you we can use the possessive pronoun yours. That picture belongs to me. We can write that picture is mine. That car belongs to us. That car is ours. So easy. So just see here, her its possessive pronoun hers, him its possessive pronoun his, you its possessive pronoun yours, me its possessive pronouns mine, us its possessive pronouns ours. Those flowers belong to them. In this place we can write those flowers plural. So for this we need to use replace of belong to are. So let's write those flowers are theirs. Does that cat belong to you? In this place, this is an example of interrogative sentence. So, we should use the be verb first place. Does that cat belong to you? Here that cat is the subject. After the cat we use usually is, and why is? Because this is a present tense, does is written here. So, is will come first. Now we can write, is that cat yours? So easy. Next one, do those toys belong to her? Here those toys plural form. After those toys we need to use are. So are will come first. We can write, are those toys to her? We will use for this the possessive pronoun hers. Are those toys hers? Do these chocolates belong to us? Same, like same thing. So we can write, are these chocolates us, ours? Are these chocolates ours? 10 number, this is the last one. Did those chocolates belong to them? Here this sentence is not like previous sentence, means tense, about tense. This is written in past tense. We need to use the be verb in past tense. Let's discuss it. Did those chocolates belong to them? Here those chocolates are plural. We know in past tense we can use were, not was. So where will come first time? Were those chocolates to them theirs? Did those chocolates belong to them? So answer is, were those chocolates theirs? Now we will do another easy exercise, that is C number exercise. Put in the missing possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Here one is done. John has done his homework and he is helping me with mine. Now we will write the answer of following question. To do this exercise, we need to use possessive adjective in the blank and as well as possessive pronouns. It is so easy work to do and it is hard also if you do not understand. That is when you will actually use possessive adjective and when you will use possessive pronoun. So, if you find that there is one noun after the blank, then you will use possessive adjective, and if you find there is no noun after the blank and there is nothing after the blank, you will use possessive pronoun blindly, then it will be correct. See here, I have eaten all the sandwiches. Here the sandwiches is a noun. I told you if you find after blank a noun, you will use possessive adjective. So, I have eaten all whose? My sandwiches. Can I have one of yours? Tell Richard not to forget his book. Here noun, so I will use here, I told that we need to use here possessive adjective, that is why I have used here. And you mustn't forget whose? Yours. This is possessive pronoun. So easy. Again I am telling, just keep remember, if you find a noun after blank, you will use blindly possessive adjective, and if you find there is nothing after the blank or there is no noun after the blank, another word can be, you will put that time possessive pronoun. Here 3 number sentence, George has lost, here is pen, one noun, so we will write his pen. Ask Mary if she will lend him hers. I think you are understanding now easily. We have had our dinner. Have they had theirs? This sentence, Richard has a dog and so have I. Here dash after the blank, here one noun. So according to my rule, I told you that if you find a noun after the blank, you will use here possessive adjective. So let's use here possessive adjective. Richard's, replace of Richard, or for Richard we can use the possessive word, that is his dog, and whose, I replace of I we can use possessive pronoun, that is mine. Why mine? Why possessive pronoun? Because after the blank there is no noun. So I will write his dog and mine had a fight. Have you heard from that friend of after blank? There is no noun, so we will use friend of yours. We will use here possessive pronoun. The teacher wants you to return that book of, after blank there is no noun, so we need to use possessive pronoun. A replace of whom we will use here possessive pronoun. The teacher wants you to return that book of whose, his or yours, that book of his that he lent you. 8 number, Margaret wants to know if you have seen a pair of gloves of, after blank there is nothing, so I told if you find there is nothing you will use blindly possessive pronoun, so we will use here possessive pronoun. So replace of Margaret we will use here hers. Margaret wants to know if you have seen a pair of gloves of hers. 9 number sentence, Mr. and Mrs. Green and a friend of are coming to see us. Mr. and Mrs. Green and a friend of, after blank there is no noun, so we will use possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun, which possessive pronoun will be used here? Replace of Mr. and Mrs. Green. So they, we will want to use replace of Mr. and Mrs. Green a pronoun, then we would use they, but here we will use the possessive pronoun. So they is not possessive pronoun, its possessive pronoun is theirs. We are going to Kingston to stay with a Jamaican friend of, there is nothing, so no noun, we will use possessive pronoun. So we are going to Kingston to stay with a Jamaican friend of whose? Friend of ours. Dinner has been ready a long time. I have had, no noun, I have had mine, we will use possessive pronoun. Mary has had hers, nothing after the blank means no noun, so we will use Mary has had hers. Come and have yours now. This exercise, D number exercise, it is written here. In this exercise you are going to make examples of pronouns and adjectives at work in sentences. We give you one example and you make 2 more examples, different ones. 1 number here, make 2 sentences with which as an interrogative pronoun. One example is given here. Here are 2 cakes, which do you want? Here which is used as an interrogative pronoun. We need to write more 2 sentences. Let's write one. We can write which is your house? Which is your house? Another one we can write which of these pens, which of these pens do you want? Do you want? 2 number, here it is written make 2 sentences with which as an interrogative adjective. Here which is used as an interrogative pronoun. Now we will use this which as an interrogative adjective. Let's write Here one example is given, it's raining, which umbrella will you take? We can write, which book do you like most? Which book do you like most? And we can write, which dress do you want? Which dress do you want? See, in both places, which here which has described book and here which has described dress. So that's why these are adjective. Now 3 number, make 2 sentences with that as a demonstrative adjective. Here one is given, that bus goes to Piccadilly. Let's get on it. Now we can write, that book is mine. That book is mine, and that boy is my brother. See, in this place here, these two, here that is describing book, that's why it is adjective, and here that is describing boy, so that's why this is an adjective. Phone number, make 2 sentences with that as a demonstrative pronoun. Here one is given, that's our bus. Run, we can write, that is a book. That is a book. And we can write, that is a girl. That is a girl. 5 number sentence, make 2 sentences with what as an interrogative pronoun. One is given here, what do you want for supper? We can write, what is your name? What is your name? And another one we can write, what do you want? What do you want? Next one, make 2 sentences with what as an interrogative adjective. Here one is given, what time is it? We can write what as an interrogative adjective, that is, what answers have you learned today? Another one, what part of speech? What part of speech is iron? Here in these places, what is describing answer, so that's why this is adjective, and here what is describing parts of speech, so in this place what is an adjective. E-number exercise, it's an interesting story, we'll read it. The story here, it is written, this is a story about a well-known American millionaire, John D. Rockefeller. A friend of his told the story. This friend said that though Rockefeller gave away millions to help other people, he never liked to spend money on himself. Every person need to be like him actually. Okay, so let's do the exercise. What is the exercise? There is no question is written, you will get it later. First let's read the story, it's so interesting story. Here it is written, one day he went to stay at a hotel in New York and asked for the cheapest room they had. What is the price of the room? He asked. The manager told him. And which floor is it on? Again the manager told him. Is that the lowest priced room you have? I am staying here by myself and only need a small room. The manager said, that room is the smallest and cheapest we have, and added, but why do you choose like that? When your son stays here, he always has our most expensive room. Yours is our cheapest. Yes, said Rockefeller, but his father is a wealthy man. Mine isn't. So interesting story. Here the question is asked. Now the question we are going to face. Note the words in italics, say which are adjectives and which are pronouns, and give the kind in each case. Here is the first one as an example, this pronoun demonstrative. I will not write this way, I will just underline and tell you in your copy at home you will practice this way. So see here, one day he is italic, he is a pronoun, it is a personal pronoun, and stay at a hotel in Newark and asked for the cheapest room they had. This is also pronoun, personal pronoun, plural form. What is the price of the room? This is an example of interrogative pronoun. Okay. He asked, the manager told him. This is a pronoun, personal pronoun, example of just personal pronoun. And which floor is it on? Here this which is describing floor, so that's why this is interrogative adjective. Again the manager told him, simple, simply you can tell personal pronoun. Is that the lowest priced room you have? Here that is the demonstrative pronoun. I am staying here by myself, reflexive pronoun we discussed in the first class of book 3, and only need a small room. The manager said that room, here that by this word that room, it is describing room and point out, so that's why this is demonstrative adjective, is the smallest and cheapest we have, simple personal pronoun. But why do you choose like that? This is demonstrative pronoun. When your son, here your son, it is describing son, this is possessive adjective. He always has our most expensive room. Yours is our cheapest. Yes, said Rockefeller, but his father, here this is possessive adjective, is a wealthy man. Mine isn't. Here mine is used in place of my father, so that's why this is possessive pronoun. Hope you have understood today's topic. The topic is pronouns, possessive, interrogative and demonstrative. I think now you can find out these things from the sentences, as well as you can use this thing in your writing. Bye for today. We will meet in another class.